Hello, hello. Amana Be Love here with your weekly moon soul messages. I'm going to start us here today by lighting some of this beautiful mixture from a local woman, Judith Brownhawk. It's sweetgrass, sage, lavender, cedar, and I also added a little bit of mugwort. So imagine this cleansing smoke coming through this little device in the cosmos and washing over you, allowing that which is in the past to wash away and come into this present moment. Feel into your body, into the space and time. This is a geoduck shell that I picked up off of the beach in the Puget Sound, where the Salish Sea is, where I grew up. We'll just let that soak us with its beautiful energy. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, and our moon is half waning in Scorpio, moving towards a new moon. And this is actually my third start recording this today. I never even got to a card. I sat down to record, and before I started recording, I received a phone call from a woman asking about placenta encapsulation. And then I pressed record and my alarm went off. And then I recorded a few minutes and my dog wanted to come inside. So third time's a charm. Let's see how we go here. I feel like this is Spirit's reminder of like persistence and that things don't always work on the first try. I feel like especially as adults, myself included, I think that I should be able to be perfect, right? Like from the beginning, or do something new really well the first time I try it, but that's not, not practical. It's not, what's the word? Not realistic, like we give so much grace to our children as they're learning to walk and talk, for them to say things wrong, for them to fall on the ground, and we help them back up. And yet I find myself as an adult feeling like I should know better. I should know how. And the truth is that most things take practice for us to be good at them, for us to feel comfortable with them. Even these weekly moon messages that I've been doing for a while, I still get all nervy when I sit down to record them. And yet I just release it to Spirit, to the divine, that I feel called to sit here and record them. And as long as you all keep wanting to listen and watch, then I will continue to carve out this little bit of time each week to connect with you, connect with all that unites us, connect with the different decks of cards that I feel drawn to each day. So first, I would love to just acknowledge that you and I are both on this place, this planet that we call Earth. That even though when I look outside it looks still, I feel like I am in stillness sitting here. And yet this huge ball of rock and water and minerals and, the flaming core is swirling through the cosmos right now. That if there were a way to like stop the earth, I would go flying, right? Like we would go flying if suddenly the earth stopped its motion. And yet we're just so, because we are moving with it, we don't feel that same motion. And then just remembering to can we zoom out a little further and imagine that this earth is swirling through the cosmos around a sun along with all these other planets, and the cosmos goes, we don't even know how far it goes, and yet we're being somehow held and contained, and we're on this earth that gives us night and day and the seasons, and takes about 1 year to go around the sun. And you and me and all of the other earthlings here are having this shared experience. And when we go outside and breathe the fresh air, that fresh air covers the whole earth. When we look up into the sunshine, when we feel the sunshine on our skin, that's the same sun that warms me also warms you. And the moon that we look up at in the sky, the same moon. Those stars that we look at are the same stars, the same moon that like our ancestors gazed upon, that all the humans that came before us since the beginning of time were gazing up at that same moon and same sun. And I feel like now more than ever, it's just so important to remember and feel into those shared experiences that we have as humans that walk this earth. So let's get into it. I have this beautiful deck by Autumn Sky that I'm going to be drawing one card from here today. Ooh, yes, I've never pulled this one before. Okay, so this card here, how beautiful. It has this spiral, this woman. It immediately just makes me think of the spiral, the synchronicities in life, the way lessons come back around, and that, like I was just speaking about, that we go around and around the sun, and the moon goes around the earth. And on the back of this card, she writes, "Wonder. Miracles are everywhere. Remember your childlike awe. Everything is in perfect order. Broaden your perspective. Trust in divine harmony." Now, I can understand, for myself included, that trust can be so hard. And there's also like this balance of, you know, trusting and letting go, but also like action and doing. But I love this reminder that miracles are everywhere. They truly are. I mean, you are a miracle. I am a miracle. The fact that this earth exists feels like such a miracle to me. The fact that we have this platform in which to communicate and share and connect worldwide, although obviously it has its dark sides, it's also miraculous in my perspective. And everything to me actually doesn't always feel in perfect order. And I have lived through times where I feel like I don't understand like why this is happening like this. And yet sometimes days, weeks, years down the road, I can then look back and say, oh, now I can understand why that did happen in that order. Have you had similar experiences? Okay, so now I'm picking up Adriana Ayale's, her Herbal Astrology Oracle. And that's my singing bowl. I just love that she came through. I didn't mean to play her setting down the box, and yet there she is. So let's see. One card from here today. Probably just time for these two. Again. Motherwort, 13, strength. Yes. Yes, I feel like this is a reminder to myself, to you, of the strength that lies within you. And I would love to speak also specifically to you women out there listening, those of you that have a womb presently inside of you or that did have a womb, that we have this magic within us. We have this strength that is innate within us with this womb, with this female body. And can you feel that courage inside of you? In this image, there's also, it looks to me like these 3 women that are connected and helping each other along in this journey. Motherwort, I was gifted some several years ago and have grown it in my garden, and it just grows so robust and beautiful. And it's like at those times when we think we don't have any more, that then if we're able to turn inwards and draw upon the strength not only within us, but remembering that we have those women that came before us that also held wombs and waters and babies and created all sorts of things. You are capable of birthing so much, not just humans, but also ideas and new life in so many ways. And this lion just like nestling into her, to me, I feel like that is like the rock. There's also rock back here, like the support of the divine masculine, which I feel not only in males, human males, but also in like the earth, in the rocks of the earth. I love sitting with and laying on big rocks and imagining all the creatures that have like crossed over these rocks or what these rocks have witnessed through their lifetimes. So what else to say here? Well, because this womb also has these waters and these droplets, it's totally making me think about the one drop into the whole ocean. That when you put one drop of water into the ocean, like you can't get that drop back. Like that one drop becomes all. And as humans, I also feel like we are that. We're one drop and yet we're a whole at the same time. Do you feel that way? Do you feel the connectedness? I've definitely, when I was younger and first hearing about like collective consciousness, I didn't even understand what that word meant. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, how are we all connected, through the whole world by our minds? Like that doesn't seem possible. And yet now I really feel that. So I think I'm gonna stop with these 2 cards here today. And so wonder. I'm going to repeat these statements here and give you pause to say them. I see miracles are everywhere. I remember my childlike awe. Everything is in perfect order. I broaden my perspective. I trust in divine harmony. And I have the strength to create the world that I want to belong to, that I want for the future children, for the future humans of this world. You are capable. You are strong. Let's create the world that we wish to see for the future. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in about a week's time.